was alright now because anything you do.
I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto, sharing at the SEC.
You lock what you see. Then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what I do, then smash that like button too.
Are you trying to find financial freedom by trading and investing in them there cryptocurrencies? But are you having a hard time being profitable and making them winning trades? Well, you can get all that knowledge and a whole lot more just by watching the Crypto Chart School playlist over here at the Road Dog Crypto channel. You just go right down here where it says Chart School, you click that full playlist, and voila! They got all the knowledge right there.
Said that they don't got a future like that. It burns, so give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow.
Time warp.
Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry, this won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight?
Ba-ba-boom. Strigga's in the house, man. Hey, Strigga. I forgot my agenda last night. I meant to go over some really hot MexC tokens last night. It has slipped my mind. I've got it written down tonight.
Free sometimes, but what doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say.
Bitcoin's it going up? Is it going down? We're just gonna hang out sideways in boring land. I have a surprise announcement to make once we transition over.
Said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so give them something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart.
Early game. Lunacy wanted to play today. I did not keep up with Lunacy, but had my on some other things. Well, let's get started. It is now 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. For those of you just tuning in, yeah, I put the little fun stuff in the beginning. You fast forward if you don't like it. I usually have timestamps below in the videos over the ones that we are talking about. And tonight is the Chillin' Blues night because it's the weekend, baby, and that's just what we're doing here. A lot of people feeling blue right now just because Bitcoin's down. Oh my gosh, we're falling. We're falling. And I felt that way too because I got overextended in this very high leverage long. And that happened. I was like, oh, no, come on. I'm okay. I'm cool. But when you drop it down here and you actually see it happening, you got it right here on the minute just watching. Even now, you got to catch yourself. It's just like, oh my God, look how much I'm down. Liquidation is coming close. What do we do? It's not a good situation to be in. I did not mean to do that. Somehow I had more limit orders than I had remember putting out there, and I put in more than I was comfortable in to play that riskily with, and it got a little exciting here. But we maintained our cool, and actually what really helped me keep my cool was coming to this 1 minute and seeing this price just dropping all through here and seeing just how these moving averages were spread out. And you're like, it can't go much further. Hang on, baby. Hang on. Give it a chance. Actually came right back up here and then profit. Looks like it's dropping now. But let's carry on with this stream. Interesting things going on with Bitcoin right here. I've got a rounding shape up here. Some would say that's head and shoulders. That's kind of odd for me because head and shoulders are a reversal pattern usually. But, you know, I even had to go back and check out Mr. Bukowski. And he does call them head and shoulders tops. But price does have to lead into them. And my situation, I was looking, well, we came down and now we got a head and shoulders top. Does not make sense to me. Price did lead into it. It did do what it was meant to do. It hit a measure move perfectly. And perfect. This was actually a descending triangle measure move, I believe. But went down to that particular measure move. Hopefully it will not come down here and candlestick it, but it does look like it may be thinking about that at the moment. I'm pretty sure it is. And mama, I don't want to go through that fun again. Yes, I'm Lordy. I am here degenning tonight on this 1 minute chart. It is broken structure. I do expect it to come back down and retouch these little areas again. While it was down here, I did flip side on this and I did put out a nice little long at a high leverage because I'm just degen trading. Respectable. That one's doing okay. So we got a little counter action going on tonight too. Grizz is in the house, man. What's up, Grizz? How you doing, man? Uh-oh, there's USDT, USD DPEG? Really? I had to check that out. For USDT. Well, that sounds like some sneaky backdoor manipulation going on right there. Wow. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, I'm in billions. What am I wowing about? Where was I at? Well, that is not exactly what I'm looking for right there. USDT to USD. And I'm just getting these caps. I think it'd be best if I just look on an exchange. So is the market going crazy because of that? Let's take a look at a few things real quick here. DXY still continues to plummet right down to 100. A little below 100. Total's been taking a hit over the last few hours, the last couple of days here. Let's just jump on down to the 4 hour, see what we got. Kind of like this 12 hour pretty well. Giving me a good overview. That broke and retested. So I've usually found that when they break out a structure and they do a higher retest, it's usually okay. So we could be in this pattern now. 52% chance it breaks to the downside. When is the question? Cloud looks pretty good. I think we're just, just hang tight and keep an eye on it. Just gotta get this 100 above that 200 to make me feel good about all this stuff. We're working our way up there. This is total 3, all the altcoins and everything. We're working our way. Hopefully flagging out here. Trying to keep this area right here. Let's mark that. This is our new key level that we must keep right now, and we're trying to. It's doing a good job of holding it. But keeping it will ensure that we can come on up and finish this pattern, and we can see our altcoins take off and do some good for us. Bitcoin, you playing with my emotions? Is that what you're doing right now? I should have closed that trade, but I didn't. And I think you're about to do that little dang bridge thing. You're going to come back down here again, and I don't need you down that far. Chris says, trading view, USDT. Yeah, Binance should have that. Maybe I typed it in wrong. USDT. Maybe I should just look on Binance. What am I missing here, baby? What am I missing here? Let's type her in. USD coin. Just tether us. Let's call that close enough, because I ain't getting. Okay, now what are you doing? Are you going to show me the chart? Are you? I clicked it, man. I swear I clicked that. Okay. Has to be USDT, US. I thought that's pretty sure that's what I typed in. Hey, what's this? Crypto Index Binance. Oh, hell, I don't know. Jeez. It's probably just fine for the normal people, but when I try it, I go down a rabbit hole that I just can kind of get lost in. Hey, I do have some announcements to make, and I better do it before I forget, because I do have squirrel brain, and I feel it in full force tonight. Hey, Leandro's in the house. Well, Leandro had this idea, said, hey, Lane, what are you going to do when you get to 1,000 subs? I don't know. He said, well, what about a raffle? And I'm like, well, raffle what? What do you mean? He says, like, maybe give away a wallet or something. I thought, okay, that's interesting. So I reached out to Tangem, because they reached out to me to check out a wallet, give a review of it, and I like the wallet. They are going to let me give away not one, but 3 wallets in celebration of them reaching the milestone of 1,000 videos. We're not quite there yet. So that gives lots of time, and I'm trying to update this. Maybe because I'm live streaming, they won't let me update it. But I've got some general rules for it. And let me go over that. It's bright. So, 3 wallets, so 3 ways to win. Now, there's a limit, one wallet per winner, so no multiple person winning all of them or anything. So I just think if you leave comments in my live videos from now until I get 1,000 subs, and hopefully the night that I get 1,000 or the night after, we'll announce the winners. Just type the word Tangem in the comment. And so I'm going to give out 1 wallet to the biggest spammer who just leaves Tangem comments on all my videos. If somebody really wants this, and that is definitely one way to work for it. They deserve it. So spam away. I don't care. Just it helps the algorithm anyway. My other way for the second wallet is to go through, and other than my spammer person who would probably be identified by that point, get 1 random person from each video up to that time, drop the names in the hat, and then pick one out randomly from that. And then my last one is just here on live stream, just pick out a random video and then a random comment, and there we go. So it all revolves around leaving at least, a comment in a video saying the word Tangem. That way I know to pick that one, or that it qualifies. And hey, you can get a free wallet, and they're cool wallets. And seriously, I think that once you try it out and get used to it, you'll think, yeah, that seed phrase was vulnerable, no matter how safe you have it. There's always the unexpected for that seed phrase. Tangem. Yeah, I thought it was a cool idea, Leandra. So thank you for that. And they thought it was a cool idea at Tangem too. So not just 1 wallet, but 3. Now, I do have to say this, and now I meant to type that in there too. Now, they said something was wrong with their servers, but it'll probably be fixed by the time we get through. But she did say that there would be some information needed. Now, this may throw some people off, but it is, I think it's just for their numbers that they're giving away free wallets, something to back, I don't know. It's just internal use, but that may throw some people off, but that will be a requirement they'll have. That's just what they have on that. So, I mean, make of that what you will. I think it was just like a name. It's the same things that it was the same things that you'd fill out if you were, what happened is it will give me a code, and you go to the website, do the order, same way I got mine. You type the code in, and while it's free, then you put your shipping address in. And it's basically that information, just name, I think address. And who knows, she may be, I don't know, she's someone, I don't know. But that information, just that basic information. Now I'm curious, I forget. And I will get that, and I'll put that back on the stream, and I'll put it all in the description, in the videos. It hasn't uploaded this one yet, but that's where I'll have it, and all the descriptions going forward. But just something kind of cool idea. All right. Leandro says, I'm really happy to see this channel grow. I subscribed when you had less than 10 followers. He did, man. He's one of my OGs. And you're about to hit first 1,000. I know. It's been a long road, too, man. It has. But, yeah. And Leandro had a big part to play with that, man. And he was in my corner there. Every video, no matter how terrible it was, there was a like and a like and a comment, man. And that helped enormously. And with all the chart school videos, the channel started out doing chart school videos, just teaching how to read the charts. And I learned just as much as anybody while doing it and refine my skills while doing it. It's a great way to definitely refine your stuff. But right now, Bitcoin's kind of just hanging out kind of low. There are some things I've got on our Telegram group, and that's the setups that I wanted to go over. You got to be kidding me. And let's see if we can buzz through some of these. These are some that are on MexC that I have never heard of. I do not know. I just like the chart. And now I did put this out, I think earlier yesterday. But I was doing most of these on the daily and the 4 hour things I saw that were getting ready to break out. And they are already. At least on this one. CPU. And this one, this is actually in the area that I'm looking for. On this particular one, I'm looking for a breakout. It's got to do it. This is a bump and run pattern. So I want to make sure, this is exactly what Bitcoin is doing on the 1 minute right now. The price will come back down, find support here. After it does, that's the buy. 60% return on your investment, on your trade, just going up to this short first target right here. Do I not have percentage? If you go up to this, to the 618 Fibonacci, you're almost doubling. You could moonbag this, or you could just double your money, whatever you want to do. I think it's a good trade. It's CPU on Mix Global. It's in a falling channel, broke out. It's all key on finding support on this particular level here. So on this one, that's what I got. Another one is Synthetix, which we were supposed to look at last night, and that would have jumped my memory that, hey, here are the rest of them. But it didn't go that way. Come on now. I see it right. Okay, here we go. And it has broken out. My buy zone was here, so we are late. And but there's a retest, the retest of this area. So we just have to move that, reallocate. I got totally sidetracked yesterday. So we're actually looking for it. It's just now breaking. We can get a candle confirmation outside of this wick, or outside of this trend line. That'd be buying the breakout. Once you get the hello, this thing doesn't work again. Isn't that just annoying? Bear with me, fellas. Doing a refresh here. I don't know why it's been doing that. I did that last night too. So we're looking at SNX over on MexC. And coming down to a 4 hour time frame, we can get a better view of what's going on here. This is still not a bad buy zone, but it would be better for it to actually keep this as support. So that's what we're actually looking for. We're wanting it to come up and get a retest off of that line there, and then that will be your safer entry to get into this. But it does have some. We'll have to change this though. So 22. 40% and then 55% possible gains on SNX. Breaking down an ascending triangle there. Bring the chat over here for a moment. If you spam, I'll be straight. You'll be sad. You'll be sad if you ban me. True that, bro. Half Peppy died, man. Half Peppy died. He ain't got no legs. He's cut in half, man. He bled out. That was chopped up Peppy. That is gone. Bye, Half Peppy. We went down the whole chart from even from the week, but I know from the daily, everything down the chart, 12 hour, 4, 6 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, all the way down to the 1 minute. Everything was coming just straight down and right under the 9 moving average on every one of them. That one's gone. She's gone. There's no resuscitating a half dead frog, man. If he's half dead, though. Anyway, Synthetix, I think it's going to be some big things, man. It's actually a nice one to consider for a long-term hold, I think. Especially considering where we are at the, bottom areas. And, I mean, it's getting ready to come up to about $4 at some point. It's at we're trading at what, $2.79 right now? Sweet deal if you caught it under $2, I think. So NAKA is on my list too. Now we covered that quite a bit here. Somebody requested I do a video on it, and then I did, and I found out, hey, I actually kind of like this one. I am expecting this one to come down to this buy zone, and so if you can get NAKA, if you can get it under 30 cents, so much better. But I don't think it'll make it down there. But it should come down and retest this 30 cent level. So anywhere from 30 on up to about 36 cents. You can think of this anywhere between your 250 moving average. It should come down to the 50. If we're on a good bounce, we're likely to see it bounce there on the 50. Although, it's still 64% chance it will come down and retest the breakout area, which will be right where your 200 is. So, and it may come back again to do that later. We don't know. But this is a great buy zone anywhere through here for NAKA. Because she's got legs, she wants to go up, and just in the short term, this is for short term. Getting it in this buy zone, and I've got it at 32 cents. 66% return, 91, 100%. So you can double your bags or moon bag it. Lots of options there, but I kind of like what it's doing here on the bigger picture when we kind of really zoom out. Don't have much information going back beyond January of last year. But a nice kind of bowl shape, rounding bottom, flagging out here. I like it. The goal is to eventually get up here to 70 cents, and that would be nice. Striga says it's a good topic through what I've seen. Quick ERC20 tokens are created and then manipulated by AI bot trading to create artificial trading volume. Is wild stuff. Woo! If you're a top 10 holder, you get blacklisted from selling. OKB was another one. Now that's an exchange token. I think I'll skip that one for now. We'll come back to that one. There's another one called XPNET. Now, mind you, I know nothing about any of these tokens. I have not even looked on CoinMarketCap or anything. I've just looked at the charts. I like the charts. I'm seeing something that's getting ready to move. So these are just for trades. Although there might be some sweet ones, so, do some research. I will be when I get some time. Because I'm looking for that next new hottie. A lot of those big 100x gains that we're going to get is going to be from some brand new hot coin with an actual use case. So this one's currently in my buy zone, and my buy zone goes down. It's all along this trend line, all along this 200 moving average, which we were above on the daily. Things are looking good for XPNET. XP Network. So I think anywhere from 0.0038 on up to this 100 moving average right around 0.0044 area is a great place to get this. Kind of got this little inverted head and shoulder kind of looking thing with a nice little neckline. I think it's a good probability that's what we're going to get. And just that one alone, playing that one, gets you up to our 618 target up here at, which means screw that up, 0.00619, and that is almost 48% return on your investment. As if you jump in at this price of 0.004188. But I got targets up here at 0.0056, gives you 34% return. And even as high as 0.006971, that's a 68% return on your investment on this trade. You zooming out, looking at it, see what it's in. It's just in a rising channel, and it will be until it's not. And right now it still is, and it has said several times along this trend line, yeah, I'm still here, baby. We're going up. And it would probably look something a lot like this, a real nice strong wick just to come up, maybe even blast up here past this trend line. It likes to do that. We're just a little conservative because we want to catch it. We're front running. But we could see 0.0098 out of this. Kappa was when I was watching going up, and now I'm like, yeah, right. Peppy Thief was a Peppy Thief? Oh, wow. They got some crazy name for these coins, but I mean, none of them do anything though. That's just it. It's just, I mean, it really is just pure gambling. They have no use case, but there's a whole culture that trades them and loves it. And I mean, it is fun. You got to admit it. You just, you know what it is. Like, you're going to take your lumps with them. Or you may make a killing, man. Some of them. It's his whole little underground lifestyle. It's like the punk rockers of crypto. The underground punk rockers. All right, the next one I've got, it's hard to read in the dark, man. TGT. Oh, ThorWallet. Yeah, this is ThorWallet. They have a DEX. Now, that's really interesting. Thor is one of my long-term holds. So I like that. But I haven't been keeping up with the ecosystem or anything. Hopefully it'll get easier to use. Last time I tried to mess with it, I don't know. Osmosis and Cosmos ecosystems pretty simple to use. BNB is pretty simple to use. Ethereum so far seems pretty simple to use. Thor was kind of like, what? Decred was kind of like, what? So it is in my buy zone right now. I think this is a great place to buy this. It is breaking out of this falling wedge. It may be, you know, it's not just terribly strong breakout. So it's not like it's just speeding off. It is having a little bit of struggle here, but let's look what's going on. Our moving averages are just crossing bullshit. 9 got over the 100. Already crossed over the 50, got over the 100. 21's right behind it. Next, the 50 is going to be rolling behind it. And then we're going to target this 200. So it's going to take it a little while to get there. But once it gets going, it's got some potential to reach some nice percentages up here. It is in a little bit more of a steep falling wedge, and they don't perform as well as the more shallow ones. But, you know, I've seen a lot steeper ones than this. First target I've got is pretty much right up here. These are fib levels too. Support resistance zone right here at 0.00148. That would give you a 58, almost 59% return on your investment. Not bad. Second zone I got is up here at 0.0178, and that's a 90% return. Our golden fib 618 Fibonacci retracement level. Your kind of your go-to standard target for taking profit comes in at 2 cents, just a hair over. That's 110% return, letting you moonbag this if you were thinking about holding DEX wallet for a long-term hold. Hey, now's a good shot to do that. Sell half your bag, let it ride, take your money right back out. Everything's good, baby. There are some higher targets up here because I do have a measured move for this falling wedge, and it's even higher than all these. It comes in. I skipped this one in the middle because why not go for that measured move? It's 165% up here at 2.6 cents. Waiting for that FSM bar we just went. So far, they behave fairly well. So, can you have a look at ICP? Seems like a dead. Really? Seems like a dead coin, but it almost touched 3,000 after its launch. Did it go up that high? I thought it was up about 300. Or it did go up high. It had a lot of push pressure. It has an entry, so I like the project. I'm in that. I've got that just sitting over there in an ICP wallet. But I don't think it's a dead coin. BitBoy likes them now. He used to just he hated them. It's got, we're doing a double bottom. It's we've been here before back in December, and I think back there's when I picked up when I first started picking it up there, because I haven't bought any in a while. I picked all mine up around here at about the same prices that it's out now, and it got up to $8 there. I do not remember moonbagging this one. I think I missed it. I think it looks good. I like it. From this leg to this leg, we came down and bottomed out here, and doesn't look like it needs to go any lower. And I think we're headed back at least to 636 on that. But long term, yeah, I'm holding this one. I think this one's got great potential. I'm not even thinking of. At key levels, I would consider moonbagging what I have. Like when we start getting back up to about the 9, this area would be good. 954. That particular fib level would be perfect place to shoot for. Trying to moonbag, in my personal opinion. That's what I'm going to do. And that'll let me take just a little extra profit too. And then, if it does retrace, come back, which it more than likely will, come back down to about this same area here around $6-7, then I can get back in it, build my position a little bit more. Or I may move some of that money into something else, but at least I got a little moon bag there still sitting on the side. I will probably buy more because I'm wanting to buy. I think this one will be good in the bull market. This one's got some cool stuff going on from what I understand, but I haven't done a real deep dive into it. So we're just kind of waiting because we're kind of in this, descending triangle formation here. And there may be a possibility, if we can't make it above this 450 area, come back down at these juicy prices about 350, which I'll be finding a way to buy it at there. I definitely think that is a hot buy zone. Should that happen, we're hoping it doesn't, but it could be in the picture. So it just depends basically on what this market is going to be doing. So this is on our daily. Indicators are, my moving average is a little tired out, but it's trying. Let's see if it's going to have any luck. My bet is that we're probably going to get a retracement. Can I move that? I'd really like to move that to this 886 fib level. Possibly at 345, possibly. But it may. I'm looking at divergence right now. it may be trying to ride this trend line up. It's above the moving average on the 4 hours. As long as we hold that, we're bullish. And so all the moving averages are good here in the 50. It's just right along that 200. So it looks like this 382 area is going to hold, which is a good sign for it actually making some more moves up. Now, considering that we broke this area though and retested it, kind of like right there. Actually, I'm going to look for us to actually climb up to here, just right below. I just moved something, $5 there. Targeting that 489 area. I think it's just going to kind of climb right under this trend line for a little bit, and because there's no bearish divergence there to stop it at the moment. So it's just going to, it's not going to be an easy thing, but it's in good shape right now. It's what I'm seeing on the 4 hour for a move up. It's just like this is a cloud, a shadow. It's overhanging and just kind of always like peer pressure or something, just, you know, making it wanting to come down, you know, not go up as hard. You'll have to work through that. But there's some other coins doing that too. I think it looks all right. So the possibility of coming, it would only come down here if we break this 382 area. If we break this 0.5 area, $3.93, I would look for downside. This area held very well twice, and it looks like this level here at $4 is holding for ICP. And I hope so, because I'm thinking on this one. ICP might still surprise people, same with Link. Gosh, Link needs to. That's the only reason I'm making on the Link. Because it sure is boring to trade. They threw a bunch of supply in and are in the market cap. So I think that can be managed. It's got to have that engagement. Be hard. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get back to that. Well, let's pull it up. No, I don't see it getting back up to those crazy prices. That's when something first come out, and you see that on every coin. With first list them on the exchanges, and the prices go crazy, but it's rare that you see them go back up there anytime real soon. Because there's a lot of manipulation there, so it's not really accurate price, accurate supply and demand. The maximum supply is 500 million, so I mean, I like that about ICP. Total supply is 501 over the maximum supply, and I guess that's the issues you're talking about with the coins. However that works out, there's a story there I need to know. And circulating supply is less than max supply. 1.8 billion, and yeah, it was 7. Yeah, that is crazy. What I tend to look at, something that I'm not that sure about, I will take the 618 as my target on that. So, jeez. That's a big drop, just straight down. And maybe not even that much, but you know, this bull market's going to be interesting, I think. So I think anywhere between 250 and 300 are some good, decent starter targets for it. And if it goes up above that, you know, hopefully you haven't sold it all, because that's the lesson I've learned. And let the rest of it ride. But I think I think we could probably hit that, maybe. That's how I'm looking at it. Because 2017 got crazy, and it was quick, fast, and you couldn't catch those things. They just kept going, and everybody kept wanting them. Yeah. Stricker said, I've seen some wild stuff. This last bull market was not like 2017, not in scale. It was not. And that's why I think a lot of us thought it was disappointing for the altcoin. I mean, altcoins did good, don't get me wrong, but we're expecting them to go above their all-time highs, and a lot of them did not do that. Of course, we had a lot of manipulation in the market. Shady players doing very shady things with leaving money and We also have a ton more coins out on the market to thin out all the, I guess, the liquidity. Let's see, this was, okay, that was ICP. Having, we did that, ThorWallet. Oh. Let's see how this one's doing. It's called Tsuka. Dejitaru Tsuka. And I thought this one was kind of interesting. Let me zoom out here. Just because it's holding support here on this particular trend line. And I like what I'm seeing here with this triple bottom that we got going on. So looking at this on the 4 hour, I personally think this is in a decent place to pick this up. And it's already retested the bottom in my middle buy zone. This is fib levels. It's amazing how accurate a fib level can be. It's struggling a little bit, but it's everything. The moving averages are coming up or breaking above the 100. Starting to look bullish, boys. But the safer move for someone not wanting to buy at point is at 3.5 cents would be to wait for it to come up and break above this. Break above, but it's got to find support here at the 200. So getting in about 3.8 cents on a retest would be a safe place to play this. And let me zoom out so we can see my targets. And the majority of this is just a range trade because we're in a big range. It's been taking a few months to get back up to the top of it. It possibly, depending on what part of the market we're in, we may be close to breaking out of this and flipping this and doing the range above it. Which could take it up to 10 cents. But currently, just mind this retest area, which we have not even got to, right? So we're on the 12 hour, that's why everything looks a bit different. On the 12 hour, everything's above the 100 and the 50. But buying at 38 and selling at 4.5, 20% return at 5.8 cents, 50%. 2% return, and at 6.2 cents, which is about the top of my range for this trade, 64%. So that's another one I'm looking at, and it's ran before, and when it goes, it likes to go and pop up, so it could do this all in one day. And there is a possibility maybe it'll come back and do something like this at these lower areas, about 3 cents. If it does, I think that's an awesome place to pick this up. Indicators don't look like it's interested in doing that anytime real soon, but that would be a great play in my opinion. Buying down here, and then you got a nice range to play with. Where you at, baby? Where'd you go, little tool? So getting in just a little over 3 cents and going to the top of the range. There's your 100% return. Can't beat that. Have a good one, Nando. Take care of that little one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry about that. I have just been talking to myself this whole time. Wow. I feel like an idiot. Sorry, guys. Man, and I was cooking. I was cooking, brothers. See if we can regurgitate that knowledge. How many coins did I miss doing that? Yeah, I was talking. I keep making those mistakes. Kujira over on MexC. Here's what I think's cool about it. It is in a rising broadening pattern. Bearish megaphone. 55% chance this one does break down to the downside, which would bring us back down to about 56 cents. Don't want to see that. It has no intentions on doing that at the moment because it is holding steady above this 200 moving average. Now, what I was saying earlier when I was muted, was that, and we can see this on a smaller time frame, 4 hours above the 200. Oh, that's cool. All right, but I am seeing some tiredness on these 4 hours on the bigger time frame, suggesting that we could come back to the 76-cent area. We're looking at this on the 12-hour as to why, because it's getting rejected over here in the 100. Okay, so I am seeing the possibility that it will kind of meander back down here, retest this 21, this 9, and this 200 area. It may just take it, well, couple of days, but from there, catching it at that juicy spot when it gets prepared to make this big breakout, because it ain't going to do it through this green cloud, you're looking at getting gains of just to the 618, 21%. Up here at $1, give you a 30% return. But I'm looking much higher. I am actually looking up here at this area, which is also where the measure move for this one comes in. Let's say that we break down to here. Well, my measure move, well, if we break out here, it can be adjusted. All right, 120 is what we're getting for an assumed measure move, which actually does give us some confidence for this 0.27 fib level that I've got here. $1.20 is a great target. 55% return on that, and there's also a chance that it will go up higher because, like I said, we are in this pattern until we are not, and this next stop is about 153 before it gets rejected, and then we can see what else happens. But 1, 2, 3 touches here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, we're going up for another big touch there, in my personal opinion. Kuji. Kuji. Kuji, Kuji, Kuji. BitTensor, which sometimes I can access and sometimes I cannot. It's kind of annoying, but hey, just how it is. Getting rejected at this support resistance area right here. We've got to turn that into support, and so far we haven't, but we did have a nice wick to the upside, meaning we can probably get another nicer wick up along that trend line somewhere, and I do have a target up there, which is a measured move from this kind of channel that we're in. If we take the Moon Boy measured move from this leg to that leg, that means this is kind of like an AB equals CD type of situation, where we get that 1-to-1 move. Goes up to 93 cents, and that would be a 79% return on this if you got it in the buy zone. So apparently, I believe that we're coming back down to this buy zone after getting rejected here, and so far so good. We have lost the non-moving average. We'll be coming back, and I've got the 21 moving average. This is where my buys start. Pyramid in. Or wait till you actually get a freaking retest and start going the other direction. That's your safest way to know where the bottom is. But some of us have degen habits like me, where we do it a little different a lot of the times. 21 moving average is coming in at 58.36. 20 is coming in, or the 100 is coming in at 54. 50 is right there too. This would be a good area, in my personal opinion, about $55, as that's where I foresee it coming back to. We can even take a fib, mark out that level, and this zone falls between the 786 and the 618. Doesn't really help you out. I'd go for the moving averages. But once you get there and you come back up to the areas that we are now, 41% return, and up to there, 79% return. Just wanted to throw it out on your radar there. A very interesting AI project that I was happy to catch right around in some of these lower areas when we fell. Because I think it's got potential. And I've just got just a tiny bit of this. But I think it could turn into something, so grab you some. Looking at Loop de Loop. Another one of those little MexC GEMS Loop network. And there's LoopRing. I was looking for you, man. We may take a look at that one too. I have not viewed it, but I hear she may be hot. Loop Network is in my buy zone currently at this very moment. I think this is a great place to get in, somewhere around. I've got it at 7.4 cents. It's at 7.5 cents. Who can split hairs when you got 51% return possibly coming up to 11.4 cents at the top of this rising channel that we will be to hopefully soon, but we will have a little hiccup here at getting past this area, and that's 618. So let's make sure that we do mention that, and let's see what the percentage is just for that. For a short-term trader, that's a 24% return, just right there. It may struggle, do a little in and out, but eventually we're coming up here to top of this channel. That's my first measured move at 11, but I do have some higher targets for this little guy, because I like what it's doing overall with this inverted head and shoulder bottom pattern that we're getting here that would take us to even a higher level. Put that on the neckline, which it's going right there. It is not complete, so this is a potential head and shoulders, but you know, they usually happen. Enough to at least notice it, right? Get happy about it. Put it out there as a possibility. That comes in at 12.5 cents. And personally, I like that. That's almost consistent with the measure move from this triangle, kind of an ascending triangle. A lot of people could look at it that way. It all kind of works out at the end, really. Buy zone up to that measure move would be 63% return on investments also. Man, we ain't even got up to the 618 of where we came from. Now, it will take a little while to get there, but maybe not too long once it gets started. It likes to run. Look how it did over here. Yeah? After it kind of, just kind of stayed flat. Kind of like it's been doing. Now, I'm not saying that's getting ready to happen just yet, but I'm saying it's getting prepped for it. We would need to see a breakout of its current channel before we could even entertain that idea. And even then, it will get caught up at the measure move there. But up to 20 cents on this guy. Not too shabby. That's 164% return from where we are now at, 7.5 cents. So if you're looking for a coin that might get you there, that's one to think about. Now on the way here, I saw LRC, LoopRing. I want to take a look at that. Looks a little similar. So we're gonna, to me, I view these as mirrored patterns. We kind of split it right down the middle here. And you have a distorted reflection of what has just happened before. So price went up, came down, and in the mirror, it does the same kind of things, back to similar areas, and then it retraces kind of similar to the way it here, not perfectly the same. It's kind of warped, it's kind of like it's at an angle, it's twisted. But these areas will come back into play at 48 cents on this guy. That is definitely a good place for LoopRing. It will hang out at that area for a little while trying to get past it and everything. I've just seen that in the past. This is an area it likes to visit a lot. And so this one, just based on that alone, you got a good chance to moonbag this. This project got up to, let's just go to the, where were we? Come here, LoopRing. That one has escaped my radar. Maximum supply is 1.37 billion. Circulating supply is almost all that, 1.24 billion. Market cap under 300 million. So still low. I mean, we can get this into the billions. All-time high is 375, and so we're talking like 10x potential here. It is one of the few that, its previous all-time high was just a little over $2. I think about $2.50. It's one of the few coins that made a higher high this past bull cycle. So chances are that this bull cycle, it will make an even higher high, because now we have a trend line to keep up with. So do a little moon magic. Just do some Fibonacci magic. You'd be surprised how accurate these things are anyway. I mean, we could be looking at up to $6 on it. Definitely could be looking at $5.35, and I would most certainly keep $4.82 on my radar for it. So Daddy need to write this one down. On my post-it note, I wrote that one down that I lost. That's what happens every time. Here's another post-it note to get lost on my desk and forgotten about. I think it's kind of cool. Just, look it over. See what you think about it. All I've done is just go over the charts and found things that were good and looked like they had good pop potential. But I missed this one. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. So that qualifies as a falling wedge. Don't yet have 3 touches to make it official though. So it may get rejected up here in the short term. Let's keep it real. This pattern is not fully played out here. So for short term, that's why I'll be targeting 28 cents. She's not through, and then it would take a rejection from there to make this pattern valid, and then we need to bounce back to a solid area, probably right back here where we are. I think we're going to get a bump up and then come back here, and then we got our touches, we got our pattern. Then hopefully we can see a breakout from there, but this is just pure speculation. We don't know. What I can tell you though is that things are looking pretty good as far as moving averages here. Let's come down to our 4 hour. We're above the 200 on the 4 hour, so we're officially bullish, and then moving averages are looking nice. 50 still got to pop up above that 100, but that's when it pops off this 100 to the upside. That's probably when that will happen. Right now it's looking fairly bullish to me right now for a move. Well, possibility to come back to 22.8, but you're at 23.2 right now. Good chance to bounce off that 100 there. I do think LoopRing is very interesting. Chris says Loop looks bullish to me. Yeah, it does. Strega says Pond is down a little bit. Take a look at Pond. Let me zoom out and see what we're looking at. Hey Pond, what are you doing, Pond? Trying to see how I want to draw this. That works. It's kind of like an ascending triangle. I mean, that fits a little bit better than anything. Or descending triangle. It's got some, yeah. It's under the 200 on the daily. It looks like it's trying to recover though. That 9's just been racing up, so that's a good sign for it. It was enough to bust it up over the 200 for a little bit. It came back and then fell through it to the 21, so that's where we are now. 9 didn't hold, we're at the 21. So now we get to come back up, test the 200. If that didn't work, we come. It's a game. Maybe test the 50. She's got some bouncing around to do, I think. Before as long as we get above the 9, we're good. So it's trying to bounce here on the 21. Maybe it'll do it. If it can recover that 9, then when we can start, our moving averages are wanting to go up. They're wanting to cross the 200. The 100 right here, not so much. He's going to drag the party down a little bit. He's the party pooper in the bunch. He's our designated driver, apparently. So while he's getting the car and trying to slowly turn it around in the drive, we're going to be running out in the yard like, oh, wildcrackers. Do wildcrackers run? What's a wildcracker? I think things are looking good, but got to get above this 200 on Pond. Yeah, it's got a little work to do here, but I like this. I like some of the signs I'm seeing here. I'm not crazy about the MACD. I like the cloud though. Cloud says may have a surprise pop again. So it'll probably settle down over the next day or two, and maybe early this week. maybe tomorrow we'll see something. Let's hope on it. I don't see anything majorly bearish. If anything, just more of the same sideways lie action here. It does have this area flip so far, so that's great. So that's holding well. I just think we're just passed out drunk on the floor is what I think. That's why our designated drivers. I don't know. Well, guys, I do have some more MexC GEMS to go over. However, we have ran out of time tonight, but that just gives us something to talk about tomorrow night. So I think I'm going to wind this down. One last look at Bitcoin here. See how Bitcoin's doing. Have you got me scared to death yet? Oh, we're still holding good, aren't we? Right? I want to look at it on the 1 minute. You better not liquidate to me, you little butt burglar. Really need to make sure I have these high-risk trades closed before I do anything else. Does look like here on the 1 minute that we are getting ready to try to break up to this 200, and I can't take profit there yet, but we shall see. It's a little weak right now. 'Tis a little weak. If you ask me, what I think that we're doing is that we're making this kind of scallop, and then we get our pop. It's kind of like a bridge. And Bitcoin does it is kind of partial to this. Let's switch this to a color I can see. I can't even draw, I can't draw straight. I was trying to draw curved. And we pop, probably retest to this area. That's what if you ask for my prediction, my guesstimations, that's what I would say, just based on experience. But that, the charts are just saying, it always depends on the charts. Don't take my word for everything. Charts overall for Bitcoin, just saying we are in this kind of a channel, kind of a broadening pattern. And that could be bullish or it could be bearish. This is kind of toppy. We do have kind of like 3 peaks there, so we have to keep an eye on that. Here's what's going on, and we see this a lot. And it truly will be, and it will probably come out tomorrow night, where we got all of our moving averages. See, we started with the 9 coming up, and then the 21 came up and mixed it. Now they're kind of twindling around like a little snake orgy or something. The 50 came in, and now they just got their whole party started. They're just slithering all over each other, getting all braided and tangled up and steamy, all steamy. And then the 100 came in, and now it's just, they're just slithering all over each other. Well, soon, the 200 is going to work its way up there. And it's either going to be in a good mood or a bad mood. And we will know real quick when it gets up here, because if the 200's in a party mood, she's going to say, "Let's go, boys," pew, and they're all going to take off like crazy. If it's in a bad mood, we're coming sharp down. So you can go in the charts. I pointed this out on the stream before, this same situation, and I haven't found a way to call it. There's no way to, because it all depends on what happens when that 200 comes up and touches. Because we can either do something a little bit the same and then pop up. It's a big move. It's going to be a big move one way or the other. And I need to see some more from this Ichimoku cloud here to give me some confidence that it's not down a little bit. We'll look more at the weekly stuff tomorrow. So far, the weekly seems to be, it's still got steam. I think the weekly looks good. So just judging by the weekly alone on indicators, I think that when that happens on the daily, was it, where were we? Where were we when we were looking at that? I thought it was the daily. Is it not the daily? I feel like an idiot. I can't even find the time frame that I was on. Right here. Was it? This one's already doing it. This one's already doing that. They're already getting tangled. What's going on here? This one's the one. Okay, we were on the 4 hour. Goodness gracious. All right, well, it's getting ready to get up there, and price is either going to bounce off that 200 or it's going to break through under it. If it breaks through under it, that is bearish as all get out. Expect a big move to the downside. To these numbers that a lot of people have been calling out, probably around 27. Judging by the weekly, I'm not expecting that. We'll have more data tomorrow to look at to give us an idea, but it is feeling kind of bearish right now, and they're taking advantage of that, driving prices down, and you may find some sweet longs down here. I don't know. Take care. We'll take a look at the charts tomorrow night and trade wisely, trade carefully. Have a good night, everybody.
Does your wifey know you're begging?